everybody, this is Tamara Dorsey, your first choice realtor here in South Atlanta, and I am currently coming on to just do a few follow-up questions that I may have missed in my post about getting pre-approved. So again, getting pre-approved is your first step on your home ownership journey. You want to know how much house you can afford. Quick disclaimer, your situation will not be like anybody else's because there is nobody else on this earth that is like you. They take a very in-depth look, these lenders, to see how you pay your bills, what your bills are, when they're due, can you manage money already, can you handle this mortgage that we're about to give you. That's pretty much the bulk of getting pre-approved. So the first question is, how far in advance should you get your pre-approval letter? My answer, if you are spiritually, mentally, emotionally ready to take on a mortgage, anytime you're ready. A good question that I will follow up with is, how many days does that pre-approval letter last? 60 to 90 days. And make sure that you give yourself enough time to home shop, to get through the loan, to get to the closing table. But again, it's totally dependent upon you. Next, what documents will I need to get pre-approved? In the pre-approval process, the lender is taking a deep dive into your finances. And when I say deep, I mean it. They want 2 years W-2s. They want to look at your last 2 to 3 bank statements, making sure that you are employed. So you may say that you work at one place, but child, you know the term, buyers are liars. They'll take a look at your debt. They look at how you pay bills, if you pay them on time, what standing you're in, and of course they check that credit score. So those are just some things that you could already have on hand before you even get to your lender if you're looking to get a home. Next question, can I get denied for a home loan after I get pre-approved? Yes. Okay? Once you give them all these documents, you're saying, this is where I am, and I'm telling you I'm going to stay here until we close on this home. So if you come in with a 780 credit score, you just feel good, you feel confident, and then you say, okay, well, I want a car that's going to match my house. And now you went out and bought an Audi, and they're not giving you the loan anymore. You're just going to be in that car, pushing that car around. But they want to make sure that they're getting a good return on their investment. So if you're out car shopping, doing everything else with your money except putting it into this home, you have to stay down for real. Like, you have to stay down while you're waiting on that home. A few things that I recommend, just looking back at my experience. You want to have at least 3 to 4 pre-approval letters, or at least have discussed your situation with 3 to 4 different lenders. And there are a few differences within these pre-approvals, but to be honest, every lender is the same. The only difference are the origination charges. Whatever they're charging you to put this loan into place, that is the only difference. So before I even started home shopping, I was already getting my credit together because I was about to be 25. And I was like, I'm not going into 25 in debt. So I put my credit cards on ice, literally. I put them in the freezer. Matter of fact, they're still there. They're still there. I had my lowest credit card completely paid off, and I'm still working on my other one, but it didn't stop me at all in getting my home. So even if you have a little bit of debt, that's cool. When I decided to go ahead and get pre-approved, it was not because of me. Like, when I tell y'all I was scared to get pre-approved, I know it sounds crazy. I was listening to what everybody else was telling me. Well, I got pre-approved through this, and they only gave me blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, she had a job longer than me. I can't do it. I'm not ready. So I started asking questions. So I did start calling lenders, and I was like, okay, well, this is what I have, but what can you do for me? And really, they are not at liberty to tell you unless you go ahead and get that credit pull, that hard credit pull. They can kind of imagine what you can get with that pre-qualification letter, but it's not as set in stone. So, okay. And I was texting her and calling her probably every day. And she was like, okay, look, can you just go ahead and fill out the stuff? And I was like, oh my God, I'm sorry. But it's true, that's what happened. It happened just like that. And I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, because you just don't know. But yes, that's what happened. And as soon as that credit card got paid off, bam, I bought my house. I said, I'm getting my pre-approval letter right now. Another thing that I did, I had all my paperwork in place. I was not playing. I don't really like the whole, hey, can you send me this? Can you send me? And I was straight up to the point. What is it? I'll get it to you. Last thing, don't be scared to negotiate with your situation. So when you get your pre-approval letter from these different lenders, you're not obligated to go with them in that time. You can shop around. That is your right. You actually have 14 days from that first day you get that credit tool to go ahead and shop around without it hurting your credit anymore. So you want to go ahead and pile at least 3 to 4 lenders in that window, in that 14-day window, because after that, it's going to be an extra inquiry on your credit profile, which of course nobody wants. We don't want that. You need to take a break and work on your credit. Do that. It may take some baby steps before you get to that pre-approval letter. That's cool, but just make sure that you get there, baby, because ownership is in. I can't stress it enough. It's been in, but it's definitely in now. Have a good day.